Panel of Punishment day where we pick teams. We'll do that coming up at 8:30 this morning. We have to pay off the punishment, which we are doing. You can live stream now. Big Dog Facebook page, Chris Purple's and Bobby Show Facebook page, which we'd love it if you went and follow those. The Big Dog website, Twitch, all sorts of other places.
YouTube.
But you can watch we're wearing Daisy Dukes today. Our version of Daisy Dukes.
I don't know. I think they're pretty legit Daisy Dukes.
Somebody said they're not Daisy Dukes because it's missing the daisy.
Oh.
So I guess we're just wearing Dukes.
That's fine.
I guess that's
we're
the
just
new thing.
wearing Dukes.
Dukes.
I'm good with that.
So that's happening right now. And I don't know. You don't have to worry about it anymore because you're off the market. I am not off the market. So I think these sexy, Dukes or Daisy Dukes might help me out here.
Who knows? It might for the right person.
Well, if you don't have to deal with all the yap trappers out there, apparently that's something I'm going to have to deal with now.
And I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm about to tell you. There's a new poll by Plenty of Fish, who's one of the top dating apps. Some trends that are expected to happen next year for 2025.
Okay.
Here are the top 5.
Okay.
Things that they expect to happen.
All right.
Yap trapping.
What does that mean? You got to say more.
When someone just talks about themselves on a date and don't ask any questions about you. Apparently 49% of singles have dated a yap trapper before.
Okay. Now, so we just have a new name for something that probably already existed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Instead of just going, oh, they did is talk about themselves. Now they'll go, oh, they did is yap trap.
Yeah, right. Now you can confuse people like me to not have any idea what you're talking about.
Grim keeping.
Talking about like grim things. Grim keeping.
Bonding with someone over your darker side are shared dislikes. 28% have bonded over mutual hatred before.
Don't you also hate this? Oh, my God. I think we might be soulmates.
Yes.
I think people do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's not that far.
That's grim keeping.
Okay.
Being smutten.
Not
smitten. Smutten with a U.
That feels a little freakier.
When you fantasize about things from shows or movies happening in real life. 33% have done it, 40% of women, and 28% of men, which makes sense to me because women all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why doesn't he do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's made up and it's in a movie and that's not real life.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And if they do that, they're going to do it in the beginning and then they'll stop because they know that's what you want.
Yeah, pretty much. Most of the time, yes.
That's just honesty.
Yeah, probably true. Yeah.
Sticking.
What? I think I know what that is. If you're in a good relationship, some of that's going on. No?
Pursuing someone after looking past an initial ick.
Oh.
Stick icking. In a sense.
Okay.
Or something superficial you don't like. 36% have looked past the ick, the original ick, and eventually the ick turned into something positive, I guess, and they were stick icking.
Okay. All right. I can see it now. Yeah.
Then there's freak matching.
That seems self-explanatory.
Freak has been in the news lately.
I'm freaky in some way. She's freaky in the same way, kind of thing.
Connecting with someone over shared quirks or general weirdness. 39% have experienced that.
So we're not all talking sexual here. Just
no, it's not all
things.
sexual.
Yeah.
But I think it could also be freak. We both like this
to get it on in porta potties.
Yeah.
And I found somebody else who likes to get it on in porta potties together.
From a year ago, they expected some Riz-colored glasses, cannonballing, PMI, or premature intimacy.
Okay. Did any of that come true? Do we know?
I don't know.
They don't know if they're correct on any of those.
Say. They just
projected things are hard to, you need to look back to see if your projections were even close.
I think most of those can be very easily.
Well, I don't know what any of that means. What's cannonballing?
Cannon bailing?
Yeah, isn't that what it says? What does that mean?
I think just you drop a bomb basically on them and
you bail.
Just like boom, and you're out.
All right, that's probably happening.
That's what I would take it as.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we are paying our punishment off. We're wearing Daisy Dukes today. We'll do that all through the 8 o'clock hour, live streaming it if you dare see it. I don't know if you really want to, but hey, it's there for you. These sexy legs that are nice and white.
Come see these tan lines I've got going on.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Trust me, people around the office have given us quite a look and quite a few laughs. We'll pick teams in about 15 minutes. Oh, picking for the Pella punishment is not going well. Hopefully your picking is going better than us.
You can pick every week at BigDog979.com, by the way, with our Indigo Sky Casino Pro Football Pick'em. And you won't have to wear Daisy Dukes if you lose.
Right. Now, our picking is a little different, basically, and you can play along with us and see how you've done. Now, I did read somewhere that by this point now, because of so many upsets, that like over 80%, I think, of the knockout pools, which is kind of like what we're doing, are gone. There's very few people left this early, and that's never happened this early in the season. So I'm hoping that that's the case, or otherwise I'm not happy with this change of events of how we're doing it.
I think a lot of it is because of that. There have been more upsets than normal, more upsets than usual, and we'll get it ironed out. We'll get it all worked out. We'll figure out who's good or bad. I have a bad feeling that there's a lot of teams that are about the same.
Yeah.
And so, which is the case every NFL season. I don't want to say that's unusual, but maybe there's less top tier, I suppose.
Yes. Teams that is like, oh, they're going to. And I think injuries might have played a role in some of that.
I agree with that as well, yeah.
Now, because we both lost, and we've lost 2 out of 3, we've already done quite a few punishments. We are wearing Daisy Dukes today. We're live streaming it. We'll get photos and all that kind of stuff up there to share the lovely legs that we have and the Daisy Dukes and how close to not having enough to cover the crotchal area.
Well,
in some cases.
I do if I stand.
I couldn't bend over, I know that much.
I kicked my leg up on the chair here a minute ago, and I noticed I was hanging out of my Daisy Dukes on one side. Now I'm wearing my underwear, thankfully, and that's the only thing that kept everything from just being visible, but I don't have enough material.
You almost gave a real show
on
the
live
stream.
Really close.
We might have had to start charging some real money for it.
That's on the OnlyFans. Yeah, that's different.
But we got to make our picks for this coming week. Once we make a pick and they win, we can't pick them again until we end up having to do a punishment.
Correct. So the slate is wiped clean for this week's picks.
Once again.
Which should make it easier right now. So time to pick. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'll go first. I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore because I've been bitten by this now. But I'm going to pick the biggest favorite on the board.
Okay.
And that didn't go well for me before. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to take San Francisco. They're playing at home. They have New England coming in.
Okay.
They are the biggest favorite on the board. So.
All right. And that's your locked-in one?
That's my lockdown. I know you're going to tell me so-and-so's injured. Everybody they have has been injured.
Is Purdy okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
I think they were checking him out.
Yeah.
That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes me nervous.
You did this last time I took Lamar or the Ravens, and he played.
Uh-huh.
They lost,
and
but he played. Yeah, but
so
he played.
Throw that juju out there.
He played. Yeah. Here's how and believe me, Vegas is smarter than I am.
Yeah.
If they didn't think he was playing, the line would not be this.
That's what
it would have moved already.
Yeah.
So
I think it was the same on the last one too. But anyway,
that's true. It was, and they were right. He played.
Yes.
Played like crap, but he played.
Correct. Last week I did this before where I bet against a team because I thought they sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Then they ended up winning. That's why I'm wearing Daisy Dukes.
Mm-hmm.
This happened to me another time. So the next time I picked against them, I was good.
Okay.
So I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off early. I will know early on.
Okay.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Okay.
So I'm taking the Cowboys over the Giants tonight.
That is tonight's game.
So I will root for the Cowboys tonight. I will know early on whether or not I will be doing a punishment.
Several teams that are supposed to be good and just make you nervous. They haven't looked good. San Francisco and Dallas both fall in that category, I think.
I'm nervous.
They should be better than they are. They both should be.
But they could have won that game last week. Because they came back. They just played it.
Well, they didn't play for 3/4 of the game.
Right. So I'm hoping that
they decided to turn it on all of a sudden.
And it makes me feel like, okay, this is a division rival. We've got to show up.
Then again, I mean, who would have guessed that New York would have won that one last week either?
I would have not in a million
years. You didn't guess it.
Again, so that's our picks. I'm going with the Cowboys. I'll know tonight.
Yep, I'll take the 49ers. I'll know on Sunday.
And then we'll see if we're going to be doing another punishment. But right now, today, till 9 o'clock at least, I don't know, I just wear these all day. There's a nice breeze.
It's cool in here.
That wasn't too bad. I don't know if you've seen. Here you go, Cindy. Check it out. Hold on. Look at that. It's an awesome look, right? It just reminds me of shorts from like the 80s, like early 80s and 70s. I'm going to rock these all day today.
I'm not.
Rocking them all day.
Enjoy.
Bobby instantly, nope.
I will not.
Not doing it. I know that we had, it seemed like another one of our stations had a guest that was looked very proper.
In the suit.
And I think, the look at it's very weird when you walk down the hallway in these things. Oh, that's our rock station. Just, you're fine.
I hope they give a tour today. Sometimes they give a tour and then they just bring people by and they just look through the window.
Yeah.
At us. They don't come in. Sometimes they do. They'll come into the studio, but a lot of times if we're on the air, they'll just look through the window, point, tell them what's going on in there. And today they'll get an extra special show.
We also noticed afterwards, we were like, oh, you know what? Unless we back up, you really can't see the lower half of our body.
No, but we do have pictures and video that we'll also post that you'll be able to see a little better.
All right. Just so you know, this is a famous Daisy Duke pose that was on a poster.
That looks about right. Yeah,
that's her poster pose.
That looks about right.
How do you think?
I think you nailed it.
Hold on. There. It's like this right here.
It's pretty close. Pretty close. I think her shirt was probably tied up too. It was.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do that. You're right, it was.
Seems like I've seen this one before.
There was also this pose where she's somehow doing this, and then, hold on, I don't even know. Something like that, I don't know.
Get a little extra leg. The knee bent.
Great. They're going to end up taking screenshots or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get those pics in. $100 free play. That's pretty good. Yeah, her shirts are where she's doing this.
Uh-huh. Have your fingers in the belt loops.
But again, she does have her shirt tied up, and I don't think anybody wants to see that part. It's bad enough the way it is. Also, I don't think I've done that. I also thought you got to put these to use, right? So Bobby was thinking making sleeves out of them, and I thought it's a new hat. It's a new style. It's a jean hat, like a beanie, but just your
Probably
jeans.
warm.
Yeah, and it's kind of a new look. What does everybody think? Yes, no, good look. That it does kind of have that old stocking.
It looks like a nightcap, like it's part of your pajamas.
Thinking Anna's saying not real. Silliness. So she's not buying the jean hat, I don't think.
I think if you wore it around town.
Could you imagine wearing this around town?
Yeah. People wear crazy things all the time.
Yeah, like a stocking hat. You know, I'm having flashbacks actually with wearing this, and maybe that's it, of having hair. Because my hair was long like this, and it wrapped, I could throw it around like this.
Yeah.
So I am having like flashbacks right now to having hair.
It's just like having hair again. Maybe that's why you like it so well.
Maybe it is. Maybe I do like it because it's like, oh, I remember when I did this. I could do that with my hair.
All right, the pics are up on Facebook.
I'm doing the rock. You ready?
You can't see it as well on the video.
I just have too much of this.
I don't think I can do that one.
Can't?
I can't do that one. I could do the bicep thing. My kids always laugh about that one. I always try to get them to do it. Like,
it's not as good as I used to could do.
I could.
Oh,
I do. Like,
how do you do that?
So they try and let go
and move their
like,
own.
No, you just gotta. They're like, ah. They think it's so funny.
A wet hair towel. Actually, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does look like what my wife wears out of the shower.
Oh, do you know what? I bet that even worked better. You just get one of these.
I don't know if it dries as well.
Just, yeah. Maybe not. Okay. Never mind.
Wet jeans are the worst.
This
Wet jeans are terrible.
I bet we put it up on a market somewhere and try to sell it. I bet people would buy it.
Yeah. You just take pictures of you modeling it and go, this is the new hat and this is the coolest. There's only limited number available and you charge an astronomical price for it.
Yeah.
Somebody will buy it thinking, oh, I got to have it.
I got to have that. That's a new thing.
Yep. It's pretty wild to think that happens, but it does every day.
Did you see the new Meta glasses? They're not going to probably come to market anytime soon or anything because they cost too much to make. And they'd be too expensive.
I did not see them.
They're super light.
Uh-huh.
And they look more like glasses, unlike apples, which is that big contraption on your head.
Mm-hmm.
This is actual glasses.
Okay.
That you can see through. They're a little big, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But they really look like glasses.
Hmm.
And then it comes with this band that goes around your wrist.
Okay.
And what it does the same thing as the Apple thing, where it puts stuff up there. It's see-through. You can see them. Like, I could talk to you, but I could also have different screens up, different, like a to-do list, a TV, my email.
What do you do? How do you control them? You swipe and...
Well, like this thing, like with Apple, a lot of times you had to say something or you had to reach and grab. Well, this, you can, like, this can be your mouse. Like, you can scroll and you do this.
All right.
And they showed it working, and it was working.
Yeah.
And you can, like, if you wanted to swipe like this.
Okay.
That way you could just sit there and do this. And like a game or something, you can sit there and have both controllers.
That's pretty cool.
But the other they were talking about, without, you had to say stuff, go to, or you had to, and they go, sometimes you're just places where you don't want to just say something out loud.
Uh-huh.
So they have in this thing, it has like a neurotransmitter thing.
Okay.
Yes. And you think it, and it does it. Like, you don't have to go up, like, you don't have to go to that item and go. You can just go and look at it and say in your mind, and it will somehow, I don't know how it works, but it's like a neurotransmitter, and you basically go to it and go, and it clicks. Neurotransmitter.
Pretty crazy. And it does that just by something on my wrist.
That's what it said.
No,
I'll have to bring up the video. I watched it late, so there might be some more to it, but it's a neurotransmitter. And you hear everybody go, what? Like, people were freaking out in the audience, like, okay, this is a little crazy. But they can't, they've already put billions into it, developing it. There's only like a handful of them around. And it just costs they won't be coming to the market.
Nobody can afford it. And yeah.
But they go, it can happen. Now it's just getting the technology there. Green Day's Dookie recently became the 13th album to be certified double platinum.
Really?
Double platinum, by the way, is a certification by the Record Industry Association of America, and double platinum means they have sold 20 million copies.
Wow. Good for Green Day. They're hanging in there, huh?
Diamond, of course, is 10, but double diamond, 20 million. They are the 13th album to do it. Most are rock albums. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac is 21 million.
Okay.
Billy Joel's Greatest Hits Volume 1 and 2, 23.
Okay.
Pink Floyd's The Wall, 23.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin 4, 24. Mm-hmm. Beatles, The White Album, 24. Hotel California by the Eagles, 26. Back in Black by AC/DC, 27. And then we get to, I guess, the triple diamond category, and there are only 2 in triple diamonds.
Okay.
And that is Michael Jackson's Thriller for 34 million, and the Greatest Hits 1971 to 75 by the Eagles.
Yeah.
38 million. It is only 2 million away from being a quad.
Wow.
A quad diamond, and the only one to do it.
Yeah. It's one of those, I'm sure that one, they all have to have a lot of longevity to them. You've had to bought them on multiple formats.
Yes.
That helps a lot. But all great albums in their own way and that sort of stuff. I wouldn't have guessed that Dookie is anywhere close to
that was the biggest surprise to me. That's not the one as far as like a newer artist, I guess you could say.
That record's 30 years
But
old.
that's what I was getting ready to get to. It is now 30-some years old.
Yeah.
But even some of the big 80s, like Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, there was Back in Black in there, but I would figure Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle would, because that is, I figured it would have made it there by now. And it is not.
Yeah, I would have thought Appetite would have been on the list.
That's what I meant, Appetite.
I'm surprised it's not either. I would have guessed it would have sold more copies than Dookie by Green Day.
Mm-hmm. But way to go, Dookie.
Yeah, hey. With the most childish name on the top 50 list.
There you go.
Dookie.
Yep. Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. The U.S. Capitol got a statue of Johnny Cash. It looks so much like a real-life guitarist, Perry Farrell punched it. Vanna White says she's not necessary for Wheel of Fortune. Oh no, they've already replaced Pat Sajak with a robot. Now her? Some people are saying they'll no longer be listening to P. Diddy's music. And some people who have good taste in music were saying that 15 years ago. And according to a new survey, the thing people regret most on their deathbeds is not spending enough time with the people they love. Their second biggest regret, spending 3 hours watching Kevin Costner's Horizon. This is not headline news.
That's probably, well, that's another reason why he made so much money, because, like, the Hysteria album, as I said, had, like, 8 of them.
All of them but one were top 40. All of them but 2 were top 20. And all of them but 4 of those 11 were top 10. With multiple number ones. Crazy.
All right. Live stream, you get one more look before we say goodbye to you. I've almost forgot that I had these on. There you go. The sexiness. Or do we do that?
Can you?
Oh, you're showing your butt.
My tan line is pretty.
Oh yeah,
significant.
it's mine's not.
My leg is almost the same color as this on the top. But you can tell where I've been wearing shorts all summer. Right here down, different color.
I'm a little droopy in the back. Here, I'll pull them up. What you get in the OnlyFans, the Christopher Blaze and Bobby Show OnlyFans.
My pockets are sticking out. They are legit. They're pretty legit Daisy Dukes. It's not bad.
Oh.
You're right. This is just what dad shorts looked like at one time.
Yes. Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it very much.
Have a great day.
Hopefully we didn't scare or scar anybody too much. Have an awesome day.